Yo, it's your boy Addo. We are going to be looking at the 352 post-patch FIFA. Obviously, we just had the second patch come out on the console. And honestly, I can't believe how bad the game feels. I'm playing quite a lot of games on Division Rivals, trying to get used to it. And like in terms of the patch notes, you wouldn't think that it's going to affect the gameplay much. Don't know if you actually believe in secret patches where they patch stuff and don't actually put it in the notes, because according to what they've fixed, obviously they've nerfed team press and stuff like that, which is good. But teams like this, which I'm playing against, I mean, how many passes you have to do to get a past oppositions now is absolutely crazy. And if you don't make it count at the end like that, it don't work. But yeah, we're going to be focusing on the 352 to show you some gameplay, how it works in game, because I feel like that's quite important. Then I will show you exactly what I do run. So this is just obviously in Division 1. You can see Adama Traore all the way on the right. The pass wasn't good enough. I wasn't looking at the player, which is my fault. You should always look at your player when you do the pass. But you can just see he's in acres of space. There's a couple ways to play this formation. Obviously, you can have fullbacks as the left mid or right mid, or you can have wingers. We'll be talking about that. But again, now the left mid, you can see how much open space we have. So on the right mid and left mid, they are constantly sort of bombing forward and having good opportunities. And if you've got the right player there, it's kind of a poor sort of touch and kind of get lucky there. But it's Renan Lodi. He hasn't got the best of dribbling. And at half time, you can see with dominating possession chances, not that different. And I've got 95% pass accuracy. And I feel like the pass accuracy is a lot easier with this sort of formation and possession, should I say, because you've always got players around you in the 352, you're overloading everywhere. Just look around the pitch, you've got sort of 3 players ahead of Kevin De Bruyne, including one of the, so basically the cam and 2 strikers and the left mid and right mid. So you've got a lot of players in and around you. You've always got options to pass it to. It's just whether you can make it count. We pass it inside. And as I said again, with the left mid and right mid, they're always going to be in acres of space. And there we go. We've got Renan Lodi. And if I had a better player, or maybe I shot a little bit better, it could have possibly been a goal, or I could have crossed it inside. Another thing I want to speak about is defensively, it is pretty solid. It's not that bad, but in certain times you can be exposed like this. With the 3 at the back, that's why I was experimenting with the depth, with the width, just trying to get it sort of perfect. And I sort of didn't really enjoy how much width I was playing on this. I had it a bit more narrow, and I did change it after this, and I did prefer it. But yeah, we're losing the game 1-0. I did go to our attacking 3-5-2 tactics, which I really enjoyed, and do recommend. I will show you that as well. And it just allowed us to push a lot more, press a lot more, because like I said again, it's just very easy for the opposition to just sit back, whether they're playing drop back 1 depth, and just soak up all the attacks, and then it's down to you whether you can carve something out. But when you've got all of these players and you're triggering the runs constantly, space will eventually open them up. So we're just passing it around with our DMs, waiting. Look how slow the gameplay looks. And then a bit of turning with Zaha and we score. So now I'll run you through the tactics. So there are 2 ways of running the 3-5-2 essentially. And it's kind of personal preference. Obviously one's going to be a little bit more defensively solid, and then the other one is going to be more sort of attacking based. The first way is you start with something like 5 at the back for chemistry, and then use your left wing back and your right wing back as the left mid and the right mid in game. So for example, it'd be like Renan Lodi and probably Semedo, because Walker is my centre back in game. And then the other way is obviously more attacking, but they ain't going to defend as well, is going to be my left winger and right winger. If I started with like a 3 at the back for chemistry, they will become the left mid and right mid in game. So that one's kind of personal preference, but yeah, in the ideal world, you're going to have like a left mid and right mid that can defend and really dribble and is mobile and can also shoot and pass. But yeah, it really does depend on your sort of coin budget as well. But I'll run you through the custom tactics now. I'm going to show you the defensive. Defensive is what we go to in game to start with, so I'll show you that, and then I will show you my attacking tactics. So they're the 2 we're going to be focusing on. If you do want to use it as an ultra attack, and you can just up the depth and just have your players more on sort of get forward. If you do want to use it as an ultra defensive, I don't really recommend it. The 4-2-3-1 and 4-4-2 is probably going to be better, but yeah, you can just have one on come back and lower the depth and stuff like that. But let's focus on just the starting and the attacking tactics, because I feel like that's what's the most important. So we've got balance, and like I said, I was experimenting with the whip, and 4 whip definitely didn't work for me with this formation, just because you've got to imagine you've got 3 centre backs. It shows 4 obviously because it doesn't register the formation change. And they're just too narrow, and it's very easy for them to just do a through ball. And as you saw, he had acres of space there. So I like it on 5 width, and it did help more when I was playing other games. The depth, I have that on 4. That's just pretty standard. Then we've got balance. Balance is as good as you're going to want for starting the games. We've got 5 width again for the attacking. I find that pretty good. You kind of have it on 4 if you feel like your left mid and right mid's too wide. But I feel like it helps a lot more when you're having open spaces. As you can see there, they can still get inside the box and have good attacking opportunities. Players in box, I did have this quite high than usual. We have it on 6. I reckon 5 or 6 for this sort of formation just gives you more players in the box. Seeing as you've got a lot of forwards there, you're not going to be dragging out your important CDMs into the box because you've got a left mid, right mid, cam, and 2 strikers that will be going in those areas instead. Corners and free kicks, totally up to you. I run it on 2-2. We've got a 3-5-2 that's set, one of the best 3 at the back formations on the game, if not the best. We've got stay back while attacking, always on the centre backs. We've got both DMs, stay back, cover centre. I've got the right mid and the left mid on comeback on defense. As I said, because of how my team is usually set up, it's a bit messed up. I'm having to use Renan Lodi and Adam Traore as a left mid and right mid. It's not really ideal. If I was to use the 3-5-2 on a constant basis, I would change my team to fit this, but I do play a different formation and tactic. I was just trying to get the best ones for you guys. So yeah, come back on the fence and get behind. So whenever you want bombing runs and stuff like that, you saw they were always in great position. And you want come back on the fence because you want a bit of solidity. You don't want to just be conceding, and they still will be helping a lot with the attack. Your cam, getting box and cross. I have one striker on getting behind, usually the faster one. I just like it like that. Then the other one's just on mix and basic. Now let's run you through our attacking tactics and I'll explain why I've done this. So the attacking one, as you saw there, I was losing 1-0, but it was quite late on in the game, so I was happy to take quite a risk. Obviously, if you do want to take less of a risk, you can remove the fast build up or just remove the press on heavy touch. But I quite enjoyed it, and it really allowed me to pin that guy back and get a goal and get back in the game. So 5 width again, and then we up the depth to 6. So 5 or 6 is going to be ideal. If you want to push up a little bit more, 6 if less than 5. Fast build up, and we've got 5 and then same amount of players in the box. But you can run this on 5 on the starting ones if you want to be a little bit more different. Corners and free kicks is always up to you. I mean, I always go short this one. This is why I can always run this on 1. It really does not bother me. And I don't even think it actually makes a difference. On FIFA 20, I didn't notice a difference. On FIFA 21, I definitely don't. 3-5-2 is set. Let's run you through the instructions now. So we've got stay back while attacking all centre backs. Again, this is an essential. We do have one centre mid on balance. If you do have a box-to-box player like I do, such as Kevin De Bruyne, Bruno Fernandes, Renato Sanchez, players like that, then you can run 1 on balance. Otherwise, you might not want them in a forward position. I wouldn't want like Kante in an advanced position because he can't really shoot. And yeah, his passing is not as good as Kevin De Bruyne, although it's pretty decent. But yeah, if you want to be a bit more pressing, the balance with one of them will definitely help. And obviously, if you're going to do an ultra attack, and you can do balance on both. We've got the right mid and left mid. They're both going to be on the same, getting box across and getting behind. This just allowed them to make more sort of darting run, dashing runs in and around the box and make more forward runs. We've got the cam on getting box across, and then with the strikers, we've got the same, the faster one on getting behind, and then the other one on mix and balance. But that is the custom tactics, and obviously, like I said, post-patch FIFA, yeah, things feel like they're going downhill. I don't want to be negative, but that's how it feels. If this video does help you and you do enjoy these sort of custom tactics, do let me know. Smash the thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. We're getting close to 2K, so that's a really good target for us guys to hit. We stream every day on Twitch. The link is down below. Come and join us, come chat, watch us play our games, and watch me rebuild my new team. Thank you very much for watching this video. It's been your boy. Leaves one more thing to say. Safe.